Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream, our second stream of the day. We are in the Beechcraft King Air 350i going from Belfast City to Cork. We've got our course laid in about an hour and a half. Actually, no, an hour 15, I'm sorry. So there's multiple ways that this route could be flown, but we're going to do this one. It takes about an hour 15. No higher than 20,000 feet, looks like, is our main altitude, 20,800. Okay. Let's get in here and get everything set up, and we'll be airborne shortly. Sorry for the delay, had to finish up some breakfast. I was waiting for my breakfast to be delivered by DoorDash. Took quite longer than expected. But I am fueled, the plane is fueled. We're going to have a good flight. Let's get rid of that weather. Uh, 12,000 feet. Let's get that dialed in. So once we get airborne, we have a alright, parking brake off. Our nice Harbor Island Emerald Harbor Air. Alright, let's get airborne. Up and away. Let's get the autopilot on.
Sync. Don't sync.
Nav mode on. Flight director. Let's get the flight director. We're now airborne.
Harbor Air 237, contact Scottish Centre on 119.875. Good day.
119.875 Harbor Air 237. Scottish Centre Harbor Air 237 is at 700 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Harbor Air 237, Scottish Centre altimeter 29.92, continuous planned.
We should track a little bit to the right here, coming up.
Scottish Centre Emirates 211 is passing flight level 340 descending 10,000 feet.
Emirates 211, Scottish Centre, continuous planned.
Now it's tracking. there. A nice flight over the Irish countryside today. Back on track here.
Scottish Centre Qatari 707 is passing flight level 360, descending 10,000 feet. Qatari 707 Scottish Centre continuous planned.
Really interesting names. And you have Cumber. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Guessing is today your day off, I'm guessing. More people are popping in now. See if anybody else pops into the chat now. Besides Daniel and his lurking eyes, there's Isabella. I'm guessing Nick is here as well. Night off tonight. Good. Good deal. So once we land at Cork in about an hour or so, we will review tomorrow's flight briefly. We'll kind of go over that in the bush trip information. Then we can also kind of look I know Ryan asked about the flight over. I think there's a discovery flight, but I'm not sure how many legs there are in that, or how does that work. But we can look at that as well, and then we'll wrap up the stream for the day. Now trying to get back to sleep. Well, listen to the drone of these lovely engines here, Daniel, and that should kind of help you. I have found, I will recommend this. Oh, Big Series got his latte. All right, all is good now. I found on YouTube, if you look or listen or search for sleep music or whatever, while we had rain overnight, and then it's kind of clear and sunny today, although a little bit cooler than normal. I woke up this morning and had to actually put my PJ pants on instead of my PJ shorts. So, yeah, it was a little chilly this morning. I couldn't wait to get a cup of coffee going. Anyway, I've been listening at night because I have trouble sometimes getting to sleep. They have it's like 8 hours, like thunderstorms, you know, but not like, you know, you can just keep your volume really low on your phone, but it does help you go to sleep. So I do highly recommend that. I also sometimes listen to like relaxing piano music to help me fall asleep. So I do recommend those. That always helps. But, you know, if nothing else, you got my soothing voice and the sound of these wonderful twin turbo prop engines zipping around here in Ireland. There's flooding here, especially in stations. Yeah, we had a flood warning here the last few days, but it was never. I think they always overcompensate.
Climb and maintain flight level 210.
All right, 210. We can do that.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, Harbor Air 237.
Is a doable situation. All right, so now we got to get back up. A little bit vertical speed again. Oh, it's already kind of dialed in. We'll just continue that. If I did, Nabella, I'm sure I would still be in the plane. Well, and we're over between Ireland and the UK, so I don't know how much of a splash you would make landing here.
Scottish Centre Channel 398 is passing 12,600 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
Channel X398 Scottish Centre altimeter 29.92, continue to D127P as planned.
Zipping right along here. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be on the LGV Mediterranean and we'll do that 3-hour discovery bush flight of oh goodness, it's a bush flight. I guess there's like different sorts of things that you can do. So the bush flight for Denmark, yeah. We'll talk about that after we land here in Cork. Still got a bit of a distance to go to get to that point. So for those of you who have, we had some. It was a little bit windy here a day or so ago, where I live, Daniel. But not to the point where.
Harbor 237, contact Shannon Center on 132.15.
Oh, I know Shannon. I've been to Shannon, Ireland. I can say I've been there.
132.15 for Harbor Air 237.
I always wanted to go back to
Center
Shannon.
Harbor Air 237 is passing 15,600 feet, climbing flight level 210.
Harbor Air 237, Shannon Center altimeter 29.92, continue to Delta Uniform Bravo as planned.
You got it, Shannon Center. I can comply with that request. Only for Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we had some wind. It was a little bit windy here, but nothing, at least not that I've heard, where we lost, no, I don't think anybody lost power or anything like that. But, yeah. Right. Really nice little plane, this. Very, very posh, as the saying goes. Very posh. Look at this posh setting, Daniel. With this nice wood paneling. With these nice, probably nice leather seats with a cup holder built into the armrest right there. I mean, that's very posh. I don't even get a cup holder up here in the cockpit on the flight deck. Guessing those are like the oxygen masks maybe up there? I'm not sure. That handle, I'm guessing that's like maybe like an escape hatch sort of thing? I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyway. So I can get pretty windy. Oh boy. Been through Shannon Island a couple times. I'd certainly love to go back for a visit. And actually get to see it, you know, for an extended period of time. It's kind of labeled really nice here. You got your aileron trim, your rudder trim. Feather the propellers if you need to. Mixtures. Oh, I should probably turn off my should probably turn on the anti. Batteries. Where's my? I thought I had the lights before. Maybe not. Nope. I need lights. There they are. Turn those off. The wing lights, the nav lights, we don't need the. We don't have any logo lights, so we're good there. All right. So yeah, we're gonna go over. We'll kind of get an idea about tomorrow's flight around Denmark, and then we will do. We will also look at a possible flight around London in the future. So from Cork, we will be heading towards the UK on our flight after we do our Denmark flight tomorrow. So the next time we do fly, we will be going from Cork back towards the UK. Yeah, and a lot of them you can't do anything with. It's all, and I guess, I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I can hypothesize why, but I don't want to. I mean, you can come up with all kinds of hypotheses why things are the way they are in a simulator. Yeah, there is a lot of buttons that, but it's neat to kind of look around. What does, what do these things do? Why did that safety caution come on? Why did it do that? Is it necessary? We've leveled off here at 21,000 feet. Passengers, you're free to move about the cabin. But do keep your seatbelt buckled. Mick will be mixing up his own lattes in the back of the plane, so if you want one, he'd be more than happy to serve you. A $5 will get you some stroop waffles. But you only get one for a $5. That's how it works. And it's not like you get a big stroop waffle. You get the small packaged one for a $5.
Turkish 1977, you are 22 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 28 left approach.
If a Mela gets to the food trolley, there'll be nothing for everyone else. That's true. That is true.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 28 left approach. Turkish 1977.
That is a well-known fact.
Turkish 1977, contact Dublin approach on 119.555. Good day.
Acknowledge that.
119.555 for Turkish 1977.
But you're not wrong. No, that would only be if there was nothing but fish and chips. Then I think there'd be nothing left for Daniels on the front, so everyone gets his chance.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 28 left approach.
It must be near Dublin. Yes. Well, we're in their ATC
Descend and
airspace.
maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 28 left approach. Shamrock 583.
I would always leave enough for everyone
Contact
else.
Dublin approach on 119.555.
Yeah, I think even with something as nice as fish and chips, there's only so much of it you can eat at any given time. Then it becomes kind of too much.
119.555 Shamrock 583.
So yesterday when I was taking around on with the Spitfire, and I did that flight from Hayward to Moffett, I inadvertently pressed with the new Xbox you have a button that you press and it does take a screenshot. And I inadvertently took one just as I was coming in to land it at Moffett. So it came out pretty good, actually. It wasn't too bad of a shot. But I mean, look at something like this, the light rings and all that. That's a pretty cool sort of thing. Oh, that I saw in the forums yesterday. I try not to always go to the forums, but it's a good source of information sometimes as to what's really going on with the game. Somebody was complaining about how every rainbow in the game is a double rainbow. Like, why would you complain about that? It just doesn't. I would think there would. Why would you? You know, it's kind of a lame thing to complain about. That is true, Vic. Yes, that's one thing I wish I could have done when I was home, was to get over to Fisherman's Wharf, have fish and chips at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco.
Shannon Center, Turkish 1977 is at 9,500 feet, climbing 10,000 feet. Turkish 1977, Shannon Center, altimeter 29.92, continuous planned. Turkish 1977, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
That's what they were doing. Alrighty. Anywho,
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Turkish 1977.
but yeah, that's something I wish I could have been able to do. Is have fish and chips there at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. Of course, if the weather had been cooler, I would have actually been happy to have what's it called? I'm trying to think now.
Turkish 1977, you are 600 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 29.92. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Turkish 1977. Turkish 1977, contact doubling approach on 119.555. Good day.
Sounds like somebody's flying without, they're trying to fly manually, they're up bouncing all over the place.
119.555 for Turkish 1977.
Hello! Excuse me. Hello, Amir, how are you? Oh, alright. Well, hello and goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. I was going to tell you we were going to do a flight tomorrow in Denmark. We're going to do a discovery flight, or a bush trip, basically. Oh, well now you're back again. Okay, well I'm good, Amir. So real quick,
Shannon Center, Turkish 1977 is at 9,800 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
tomorrow we're going to do a bush trip around Denmark. It's going to be about a 3-hour flight, so just thought you might want to know about that. Hopefully you can come and hang out for a while and enjoy Denmark from the air. So So, yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Alright, so we have this 7,700 foot marker coming up there, which I do believe is our, kind of our, let's see. So that's Godam. Okay. So that's the waypoint that we're en route to right now. So eventually we will start reducing our altitude. We'll wait till we're a little bit closer before we start. Okay. I mean, I do like. I'll use it for instance. I love sushi, but even I can't eat that, but I can't overdo it, because then it's like it ruins the specialness of eating sushi. All right, Amir, that's fine. You don't have to just come back whenever. That's okay. You don't have to explain it to anybody. Just do what you got to do. It's all good. Along here. Really sharp looking plane, I have to say. It does have a bit of, with that tail there, with the way it's designed, it kind of reminded me a bit of the Dare TBM. But yeah, really fun plane to fly so far. Which comment? Oh, probably about the overeating, or eating too much of a good thing. Alright, get a little bit closer. Now, since we are kind of just cruising along here, and we've got some distance still to go, I'm going to step away for just a second. I will be right back. right. I am back. What did I miss? Anything? Plane is still in the air. Nick still has his latte in hand.
Speedbird 268 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight. Virgin 11 traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 370 generic. Report them in sight.
All right. So we have that marker coming up. That should be our
Speedbird 268 traffic in sight.
start to set things up for our approach into Cork.
Virgin 11 have the generic in sight.
A little bit closer and we'll start our descent to 7,700 feet. To about maybe 30 nautical miles and we'll start descending. And that's, of course, we're going to start to hear the chatter from ATC about, oh, don't do this, what are you doing, get back up to 21,000, but we're going to drive on doing what we think is the best course of action. No, Mello, I know you're probably pulling double duty because Joe is live and I am live. Not that you are a mod here, but I'm sure you and Daniel both are probably watching simultaneously. Probably start descending here a little bit sooner. I don't want to wait too long. That's a lot of altitude to drop between now and then. Not that I don't think we can't do it, but yeah. All right, let's get to 7,700. Just we can start. Start overspeeding either. With fish and chips as one helping is plenty for Middle East, maybe not for you. That's a good point there too. Well, there's the old saying, everything in moderation, I think is a good rule.
Harbor Air 237, you are 1,400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
climb and maintain flight level 210 Harbor Air 237.
You know, you can always, anything is good as long as it's not, as you don't overdo it. You know, but people get something to treat like chocolate, for instance, right? You could easily go overboard with chocolate, but then it ruins it so that the next time you have it, you're like, oh, or you see chocolate, you're like, ooh, nope, not right now. You know, get the food fight. I remember. It seemed like it wasn't too long ago. You guys used to talk food all the time in this way. Everyone was always talking about Mela and Daniel and the food porn.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level to 10.
Negative, Ghost Rider. I'm so scared. Don't waste food like that. Food fight is a waste of food. Closer to the Irish countryside here. You know, we haven't seen in a while. Probably because he's been kind of busy. We haven't seen Glenn in a while. I miss Glenn. He's okay. Maybe he snuck in and left a like. Watch out, Danny. Mela might take you to the Bronx. That's always the threat that Mela makes. I'll take you to the Bronx, and that'll be it. I think we're making good decisions once again here. We're
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level 210.
getting a little bit closer here to the Irish countryside. Do have some Irish ancestry on mom's side of the family. Apparently that's where I get my bushy eyebrows from. If I don't trim them, they get pretty crazy.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level 210.
Shannon Center, I don't like to ignore you, but I'm going to anyway. We are going to start preparing for our arrival in Cork.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level to 10.
Negative. We will not. There's no reason to. We are coming towards the end of our flight. I do believe. We're going to start tracking for our ILS approach. I think we can go ahead and turn off the engine icing or de-icing. Just got to get those switches turned off. There we are. Since we're back at a lower altitude, the weather should be a little bit more reasonable here.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level to 10.
So kind of just thinking ahead here on let's see. Okay, what's the sun? On the 11th of September, we will be doing a discovery flight around New York. Yeah, we'll do that for September 11th. Doesn't like jam don't. Who doesn't like jam donuts? You can't tell me Amela doesn't like jam donuts? Oh, Ella. What do you like? Alright, let's get down to 4,400 here. That's our next sort of decision point, I think. Let's get a little bit closer. We should probably at that marker, I'm guessing, is when we will contact, we will change our ATC.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level to 10.
No. Sorry, but no. Chris doesn't like him either. Wow. Well, see, I'm not surprised. You know, I'm okay with that. It's a Mela that concerns me about not liking jelly donuts. There we go. See.
Good day.
Going to 118.8 Harbor Air 237. Cork approach Harbor Air 237 is at 6,700 feet climbing flight level 210.
Harbor Air 237, Cork approach altimeter 29.902, continue to Rockville as planned.
Ooh, we're going to Robvo. Alright, so we are making good decisions. Because as soon as we hit this marker, that's where we're going to start even seeing them more. No, they're not a Mela, they're tasty. What are you talking about? Oh, jelly-filled donuts are. Whoa, man. That's good stuff right there. Get a jelly-filled donut and some coffee. You live in Donut City. Yeah. I agree, Dick. They are delicious. I mean, it's no different if you have a chocolate eclair.
Harbor Air 237,
You got the cream
please
filling.
expedite your climb flight level 210.
Watch, as soon as we get to this next marker, as soon as we get to Robvo, that's what they're going to say. Descend and maintain, blah, blah, blah. Like their nuttiness will go away. Watch. Yeah, oh man, donuts. But again, not always, but they're a nice treat. So, yeah, why not? I like food, but you know, of course, I don't like Brussels sprouts. I won't never eat Brussels sprouts. I don't care who fixes them for me. The answer's no. Sorry, but no. I'm not eating little alien brains. Because that's what they look like to me. But, you know, I was told when I was young, you got to try it at least once. I did. Never again. I covered my end of the deal. I tried them, didn't like them. Some people like mushrooms.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. ILS runway 34 approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 34 approach Harbor Air 237.
I'm not the way out there. It's kind of weird. Hello, Bex. You're just in time for the landing here at Cork, Ireland. Cork was recently featured in a Netflix documentary about a murder that happened there.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight level 210.
Negative. Alright, so as soon as we get to this point, then we should start, I think that's we should start kind of getting ready for our approach. Waiting for the airport. Oh, you know what? We didn't check. Right now, there it is. Now we got there's our airport right there. Perfect.
Harbor Air 237, please expedite your climb flight
See again, it's telling us, oh, go up to. Why would we're getting ready to go into approach mode. Like, why would I climb up to 21,000 feet now? Taking. Oh. I don't mind mushrooms when they're mixed in a casserole, but don't like them when they're separate as part. Yeah, I don't particularly care. You know, like, I know my mom loves sauteed mushrooms. Like, I can't do it.
Harbor Air 237, you are 13 miles south of Cork. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Contact
All
Cork
right,
Tower
there we go.
on 121.7.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Tower on 121.7 Harbor Air 237. Cork Tower Harbor Air 237 12 miles south inbound ILS runway 34 approach.
Harbor Air 237 Cork Tower. Altimeter 29.92 with 275 the tree. Cleared ILS runway 34 approach.
I salute you.
Cleared
Cork.
ILS runway 34 approach Harbor Air 237.
Alright, we gotta get the approach mode on. There we go. Just in time, Bex. Just in time. You can. Yeah, I'm not a big mushroom. I can handle it on pizza if like there's a bunch of other stuff on it that kind of mask it, but mushrooms by themselves, no thanks. Can't do it. I mean, people. I know my mom likes those stuffed portobello mushrooms. Nope, can't do it. Nope, it's been a smooth flight. We are getting ready to land here momentarily. Go ahead and back off the power a little bit more here. And
Harbor Air 237, wind 275 the tree. Clear to land.
we got our clearance, Clarence.
Clear to
We
land
had
runway 3.
had a nice flight
237.
from Belfast City to Cork. So, yeah, it's been good. Nick's got his latte in hand. He's ready to put this thing on the ground with me. He's probably holding Abella's hand right now. Ridiculously tight. So, we will be on the ground in a moment in Cork, Ireland. Thank you for flying with us today. Graciously appreciate your patronage. And I also appreciate it with grace. There we go. Oh, you missed the you missed earlier, Bex. If you have time, go back and watch the stream I did earlier today on the Boston Sprinter. I actually sang a little bit. Vic even missed that. All right, we are ready to fire clearance here in a moment. Once we get a little bit closer. Lower Ballygarvan. Interesting. So yeah, I see Bally and I think of Bally Kiss Angel. All right. Clarence's duties are about done. Thank you for your service in today's flight, Clarence. You are done. Look at the end of the runway. Flare. Look at that landing. That was pretty darn good. I like that. My first landings are so professional. Well, you know, I like to add a little something to it. Try to make it fun, but also professional.
Harbor Air 237, exit runway when able.
Yep, I will. I promise you I will. Should be able to turn, yep, right up there. Well, thank you, Bex. I appreciate that. I am trying. We're...
Harbor Air 237, turn next taxiway.
Yep, I'm well aware. Thank you. Get our flaps back up. Wow, looks like they even have a parking spot for
Seven
us.
contacts ground on 121.85.
121.85 Harbor Air 237. Cork ground Harbor Air 237 taxi to parking.
Harbor Air 237 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie Harbor Air 237.
Show off. Yeah, that was a good landing. We fired Clarence at the right time, but he'll be back tomorrow. Well, no, Clarence will not be back tomorrow. Clarence cannot be utilized in tomorrow's flight around Denmark. We'll go a little bit over the rules of how the Discovery or the bush flights will go. Discovery is a bush flight. That's what it's termed as in the menu. But we'll show that here in just a moment. As soon as we pull into our spot here. Off our engines, and then we just have to turn off the engine generators and then the battery, and there we are. Ta-da! Co-pilot's got the day off tomorrow. Mick is going to be my co-pilot. Mick will be in the co-pilot seat via our chat. How about that? All right, so there we are. 56 minutes to get from Belfast City to Cork. Total time was, yeah, almost 57 minutes. We'll just round it up and say 57 minutes. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow. So, thusly, go to activities, and we go to bush trips, and we scroll down to where was it? There. It is right there. Discover Denmark. So, this site pack tour, so we have 6 legs. There's our 6 legs right here. The distance between the legs and about how long it takes to get to each one. Site pack tour will have you flying throughout the most striking landmarks of Denmark, one of the most historically rich countries in the world. You'll be treated to centuries-old castles, and you'll be Enchanting natural features, including lakes and forests, and stunning works of architecture and art. You'll experience the journey from the cockpit of a Cessna 172 SP featuring the Garmin G1000 avionics, a premier touring aircraft that is a joy to navigate from one incredible sight to the next, although we cannot use it. A census on the trip will be available in the form of a back on track button on the VFR map. However, be advised that using this will disable achievements tied to the activity. That's the key point. So, we haven't ended yet, Amela. Hold on. So, bush trips are marathon, multi-leg journeys that put a pilot's navigational skills to the test. Operating exclusively under the VFR with no GPS or on-screen waypoint markers, pilots must follow a chain of points of interest as they travel across some of the most beautiful regions in the world. You have two tools available to you. The VFR map. It's not GPS, however, it does provide a detailed 2D map of nearby surroundings. And as I already explained, if you use the back on track button, you don't get the achievement. And then the nav log. Vital resource when navigating via waypoints. It contains several bits of data that are key. Our departure and arrival airports, even though we're already going to be airborne when we're going to take off, and that's going to be that. Total distance to the next waypoint, estimated time en route, information for the flight, including compass headings, rows expanded to display in-depth descriptions to help find the next waypoint. Current time, both local and coordinated universal time, also includes a manual stopwatch to optionally measure progress. This activity relies on visual flight rules, VFR, and is therefore best enjoyed in online mode to ensure accurate world representation. So, that's our plan. You get a little bit of a preview down here. That's our takeoff runway, and then the different... it's just showing runways. It's not really showing points of interest, I don't think, yet. We just see runways. That's pretty much it. So we don't get any sense of what we're going to see along the way other than what they told us in this brief description over here. Flight length 369 nautical miles, just over 3 hours. We're supposed to go from and then to. We may take off from here, actually. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, one other thing real quick. And then also, let's see. I think it's in a Discovery flight. We have London. And that should give us some idea of... and we're in this little CTSL aircraft for this Discovery event. You already are airborne. So I guess you could just kind of fly around London and try to find all the key features like the London Bridge and the Ferris wheel and all that kind of stuff. So we can do that. And we also have the one for New York, which is right here. We're going to do that on September 11th. Again in the Cessna 172. So we're going to find the Empire State Building, what's it called? Central Park, all the big, as many of the landmarks as we can find. We'll do that for maybe an hour or two on the 11th. Okay? And we'll also make sure we go out and see Statue of Liberty. That should be it. So that's coming up. We'll do London and New York. New York for sure is going to be on the 11th of September. But London will fit into our schedule I think, yeah, we'll fit that into the schedule as well. Now there is for Copenhagen, but we'll do the bush trip around Denmark. Anyway, that is officially it for today. I will see you tomorrow morning on LGV Mediterranean, and we're going to do that service, and then we're going to have a very short break from the time we finish up on Train Sim World 2, maybe about 20 or so minutes, and then we will go into our bush trip. Okay? Anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. Thank you all for coming by, hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. Truly enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow.